Well, welcome to fourth period, or whatever order you're doing these classes in, however it works for your schedule. Guys, don't, I'm especially not very excited about it for this class. There is so much we can do together in class when we're together for physics. But I am a little bit excited because the lessons that we're going to be doing today, there's some of you, probably all of you, who can find some of the things that we're going to be using this chapter for around your house. And so that's going to be helpful that we can actually kind of see it and we can explore a little bit together. And I don't know how I feel about posting this on Classroom because then this video is going to be out there for everybody to see. But if you know me, you know I kind of don't care. This is the time when I always would say to you guys during class, don't worry, I don't have a little video camera on me. Nobody's going to see this. But now there is a video camera on me, and people can see me doing this. So they won't see you unless you videotape yourself doing it and send it back to me, and then maybe I can use it. But anyway, guys, I'm really going to miss having you, and I hope that you still have fun and you're still watching this and you're still doing it. And so today we're going to talk about something eventually we're going to have to, today you probably will want to take notes on it. I know that I have most of you for another class and I've asked in a different class this question, but I'm going to do, so I'm changing up what I'm asking, but hopefully you have paper and notes. I'll find that out possibly in other classes for most of you. That's one of the questions I want you to respond to. That is not a question I want you to respond to for physics class. There's a different way I'm going to do it for physics class today. I think that it might work kind of well. And if you watch the other video I attached to this physics class, I don't know how this is going to work, guys, to tell you the truth. But I'm kind of thinking like my first period class asks questions at certain times and kind of tries to go on, hang out or whatever at certain times, maybe call me, different things like that. And so I'm kind of thinking if we can all try to be online for physics class between maybe 10:30 and 11:30. 10 and 11, whatever. If I need to adjust the schedule that I told everybody else, every day I'm posting a new video and changing things all the time. And so it's something that I can change. That was just an idea. But anyway, today for your participation point, you're going to take some pictures of you using your phone, hopefully, your Chromebook if not, doing a few things that you see me doing. But in order to do that, you need a few supplies that I really think you should have around your house. So one of them, believe it or not, is just a spoon. I'm using the bigger of the two spoon options just because I know with the camera that I have, it's going to work a little bit better and you can see things a little bit better. The other thing I would like you to get is, this is just oh my gosh, this is so cool. You guys know I'm going to nerd out all the time, but this is just a mirror that I use in the morning sometimes to help me get ready a little bit. It's just a regular old mirror that you can buy from like Walmart or Target or something like that. One thing I would like to say, it's not one of those mirrors that like your face looks a little bit weird in it, and that's something we're going to talk about. So if you would please hit pause on my video right now and take a few minutes, run around the house and collect that. Obviously I don't have to stop talking, but so hopefully you're back with me now and you have these items. Now, the reason I said that, this is called a plain flat mirror. There are some mirrors that you can get that like have this on one side and then you flip it over and it looks a little bit different on the other side. And like if you look at yourself in it, that's kind of why we're looking at the spoon too. It has to do with how the mirror is curved. So this is a plain flat mirror. It's a nice flat surface. Now, it's kind of interesting trying to see this and watch the video at the same time. It gets very distracting because if I would go like this, you can see several of like me, and now the camera's kind of trying to freak out because like the color's all getting off and stuff like that. But anyway, that does kind of remind me when you go to like Walmart or Target or, any place and you're in an aisle that has a lot of mirrors. Yes, I am kind of talking about a fun house or mirror house, whatever they're called around here. But not when all of them are like curved and stuff like that. Has anybody ever been in like a hall of mirrors where they're all just flat mirrors? You can't tell and you see like 17 of yourself. The reason I brought up like some stores is because like when you go into the try-on room, They usually have that like kind of trifold type mirror area where you can go in, and it's to help you see yourself. When they use those, they really want to be using what is called a plane or flat mirror, because you see yourself as you truly are. Like, I'm going to try to do it a little bit like this so it's not weird and you don't see me. But like, when I am holding up the mirror this way, it's really weird because if I were a foot away from here, it kind of looks like I could go a foot behind here, and now I need to move back just a little. Like, I really feel like there's another nose of me right back here. But if I were to measure my nose and I were to measure my nose, like, that's really kind of weird to think about. But when you look in a plain flat mirror like this one, when things show up, they're the same size, but it's like they're showing up all the way back here. So, like, if I go like this, that's the opposite side of my room. Like, that's on the other side of my room. If I go like this, oh, you can't see that way because there we go. I have a piano at my house, and that's where the piano is, okay? And so you could really figure out how far away those things were, because if you saw the background in that, you saw how far away it was that way, but it felt like it was on that side. I know that's really kind of hard to describe. Please imagine I'm in my classroom. When I'm in my classroom, what I would always talk about is my room is back to back with Profa's room. And so, like, if I am teaching at my wall, and she had her classroom flipped the other way, and she was teaching at her wall, and let's see, like Madison, Antonio, Shariah, you usually sit in that first desk that's right in my room. So if here's the wall between Profa's room and my room, and you're in a desk that's right here, there could be a desk right here, and you guys would like be sitting there in Profa's room, except Madison would still be closest to the hallway, and Shariah would still be closest to the window of that one table. I know Tyra and Taylor usually sit there too. So Taylor would technically still be closest to the window in both rooms, but that means the person who was on the right is now on the left, and the person who is on the left is now on the right. I mean, hold up your plane mirror and wave to yourself with your right hand, right? This is, right hand. If you look at the person who's in the mirror, they're waving at you with their left hand. So here's kind of a weird thing. When you're looking in a real plain flat mirror, you are upright. Oh yeah, these sound like some things we talked about before. There's a reflection. Your reflection is upright. But your image is kind of flipped around at the same time, because right has become left and left has become right. So we are going to do a lot of studying of something like a plain flat mirror, and how your size of you and the person you see looks the same. And something happens on a plain flat mirror like this. But then I also asked you to get out a spoon. And this is the one where it's going to kind of look fun for a while. And if I were to do it towards the camera, which I might do, I don't know, you're kind of going to look cross-eyed for a little bit, because I'm going to ask you, bring the spoon kind of close to your eyes, but be looking in the spoon. I bet when you do that, you see, like if you're kind of close here, you see a upside down picture of you, and you look kind of small. Now, I want you to take that and move it back and move it back. You might be able to see your hand and your arm, and those look a little bit weird. Oh gosh, sorry guys. I'm talking like a full arm length. That's how far I want the spoon to be away. Your arm is going to look weird, but I want you to be looking at your head. How does your head look when the spoon is really, really far away from you? Your head is kind of small, and your whole body is upside down. Like the top of your head is on this bottom part of the spoon down here, but your head's up here, and like your arm, on my real body, my arm is at the bottom, but on my spoon, the arm is up top. So that's kind of weird. When we were looking at this mirror, the top was on the top, the bottom was on the bottom. It's just the right and left were mixed up. So wait, think about right and left when you're looking. Oh, by the way, did I say look at the inside of the spoon? I hope you were looking at the inside of the spoon. So if you're looking at the inside of the spoon, wait a minute. Like if I go like this, and now I'm holding it with my right hand, and this is my left hand, right? And my left hand is moving. But since the person in the spoon is flipped upside down and backwards, her hand on that side is moving, which would be her left hand because she's flipped around. Okay, so we got some weird stuff going on. Now this is going to be kind of hard to see. You might want to turn the spoon like this. You're still looking at like the bowl. You're still looking at the bowl part. Like if I had Cheerios right now, I did get some Honey Nut Cheerios the other day. That's pretty good. What's your favorite type of cereal? That's what you guys are going to email me. And you're going to take some pictures with like the spoons and stuff. But if I had a bowl of Cheerios right now, you know, I'd scoop with it. That's why I brought it up. But what is your favorite type of cereal? Totally random question, but that's what you're going to email me. I'll remind you that in just a minute too, because of, you know, just kind of craziness of how we're going. But if you were about to scoop up Cheerios or whatever your favorite cereal is, like take that bowl part, and this is going to be the weird part. It's really, really kind of hard to watch, but I'm going to try to do some other things. You're going to bring it really, really close so that it gets really, really close to your eye, like really close. Like you're going to feel like it's right on top of your eye like that, like you're almost like covering like an eye patch. And you might need to cover up your other eye, but I want you to try to focus in that you see your eye really, really big. That's what you should see. If you're not seeing that, it's not close enough. Bring it really, really close to your eye. I mean, like really close. And you're going to have to probably cover up this eye and focus in there. But you see your eye and it's really, really close. And if it's really, really close. Your eye looks a little bit bigger than normal. And if you move it around a little bit, you can tell what's on top. Like the top eyelid is still the top eyelid and the bottom eyelid is still the bottom eyelid. That's kind of weird. Because when we had it far away, my picture was flipped upside down. But when I brought it close, my eye was the right way. Does it change with it? Like if I bring this really close, does my image flip upside down or right? Like even if I had somebody in this, like if you guys were with me and I'd be like, oh, Nehemiah, who sits in the back of the room, come grab this mirror and walk towards the back of the room. The farther and farther back he walked, would the way that I look in this mirror change at all? I'd still be standing upright. Yes, I'd get farther and farther away so I could probably see more and more in this mirror, but I would never flip. So like start with the spoon kind of far away and then bring it closer and closer and closer to you. You're going to notice, like it's kind of hard. You have to bring it towards your nose or towards your face. It's kind of hard. And then you're going to bring it all the way. There's like some interesting things that happen. And remember, so far we've been using the spoon like we use a spoon normally. We've been looking at this part of the spoon. What I would like you to do now is look at the back side of the spoon. All right? So you're going to be looking at and because of how curved this spoon is, you might kind of look like a cone head, but like it's okay, guys. It's okay. And so I want you to have it like really close to you. And again, like if I was watching you guys, you would kind of go cross-eyed. Like if I was doing it here, you'd probably see me go cross-eyed. But try to focus in on what you look like and how you look. By the way, remember everything else. Is your face the right way up or is it flipped upside down? And move it farther and farther back. Oh, you kind of get small. Oh, sorry. I keep on forgetting how close I am to the camera and that you can't see me move the spoon away. Interesting. So anyway, guys, because I can't really have you responding and stuff like that, I want to talk more about this, but I want you guys to kind of explore with this. And so for physics class, the lecture is pretty much over for the day because I would be walking around and observing you guys do this. But this is 3 things I need you to email me. But it's all in one email. Okay? So open up your email and you're going to send an email to RebeccaJabs@LutheranEast.org. That's how we're going to do it today. Some days I might do like put it on Google Docs or whatever. And in that email, you're going to need to do 3 things. I would, at first, in the subject, put the subject as March 17th. Number 2, no, not number 2. The first thing in the email is going to be what your favorite cereal is. And then I would like, if you couldn't find one, I understand, but I would like you to take, okay, so here's my phone, right? So here's my phone. Here I am with the mirror. And so I'm going to try, flip the camera so that I can see, and you might have to adjust it, take a selfie, or if there's somebody else at the house, they can take a picture of you doing this. But you're going to take a picture. You can look however you want, but you're going to take a picture. Guys, this is a great picture. But you're going to take a picture of you looking at the mirror and, well, I'm looking at the camera right there, but still, so that I can tell you did this activity. And then you would do the same thing with a spoon. So picture of you in the spoon. And so then you would attach those on an email to me. I know most of you can do email from your phone, so hopefully you can just attach those pictures right to that. So 3 things needed in that email though. What's your favorite cereal? A picture of you with the plain flat mirror. And when you take the picture of the spoon, I need only 1 picture of the spoon. It can be of either curved. Oh guys, oh my gosh, you know I'm gonna nerd out, but like, look, can you tell that look very carefully in the spoon. Oh yeah, and look at what way my hand was coming in and where my hand comes from. But you can see the black part of the keyboard, and you know the black part of the keyboard is on the bottom and the screen is on top. But look it up here. The screen is on bottom and the keyboard is on, oh my gosh, that's so interesting, right? Okay, so those are some of the things we're going to study. And then look at this. As soon as I flip it around, yep, you can see that wall that I showed you before, and you can see the rest of my dining room. That's where I am actually at my house. So anyway, interesting stuff. Guys, hopefully you have a mirror and a spoon. There might be a few more days where we need that. Another question, guys, you might have to look in your mom or your sister or something like that, but does anybody, give me just a second, it's just around the corner here. Do you guys happen to have a mirror that, there's a reason I put this tape on it, but like this would be the plain flat mirror on this side, and this is one of them I was talking about. Here's the plain flat mirror on this side, but then if I flip it around, it's one of those where it's like the makeup mirror. Oh my gosh, guys, this is so cool. Anyway, if you have a mirror like this, we're going to be using it in the next few days and stuff like that too. So I guess in the email, this would be a 4th thing, sorry. In the email, if you don't think you have a mirror like this that has that one curved side that makes your face look bigger, just so you know when you have it, it makes your face look bigger. Please let me know. I don't know if there's going to be a way I can help you out with that, but there could be a way I figure out to do the video that helps out a little bit, or it includes some pictures or different things like that. So anyway, guys, I hope you're doing well. I honestly am going to miss seeing you every day, so please don't feel bad sending a video or something back to me. If you want to send a video of you doing this exploration instead of just a picture, that's cool too. I'll be around I'm going to be sitting around school tomorrow doing work, and so if you want to email me or get on Hangout and talk that way or anything like that. I've also thought, and this might be something else you guys want to come up with, I know there's a few apps out there that we could all be like in a group together. That one Marco Polo one, I forget if I showed you that my nieces use. I use with my nieces, but like I could say something to you guys and then so-and-so responds in whatever order it comes in. So I'm honestly looking for ideas yet too, and ways we can kind of all be hanging out together and responding to each other and responding to what we see and how we see things. So don't be afraid to let me know. Hope you guys are all staying safe and healthy, and I hope to actually see you in person sometime soon. All right, bye.